like you could use a friend.
I should just keep walking. I have nothing to say to you.
I heard about what happened in the hospital with Robin. I'm sorry.
You're sorry. I figured you'd be happy. You got exactly what you wanted.
All I've ever wanted is for you to be happy, Patrick.
Robin and I were happy before you came around. And we had a family, and you know, Lisa, you didn't just ruin our lives, you ruined Emma's life, too.
Okay. I know that you're hurting. But sometimes these things happen for a reason.
The reason this happened is because I gave in to my worst impulse. And I'm so sick of myself for what I did.
Okay. Now, you can blame me. All right? You can blame the alcohol. But deep down, the truth is, you were looking for a way out.
I love Robin.
Okay, and I don't doubt that. But being married to her made you miserable. Because you went from this fun-loving guy to picking fights with almost everyone.
Because every time I turn around, you were pulling some stupid stunt. Do you realize what you've done? I mean, you broke into my house. You stole Robin's HIV meds. You cut her picture out of our wedding photo. Damn it, Lisa, you stole my baby out of our house.
The reason that you are so angry is because you are relieved that your marriage is over.
This reminds me of Mexico, hiding out, trying to stay alive.
Yeah, well, our odds were a little better. We only had Jerry to worry about.
Yeah, we managed to survive, though. Not having 2 bullet holes in you this time should be a breeze,
Yeah,
huh?
we still have an injury to deal with.
And it's certainly not going to send me into shock. It's just a sprained ankle. Which is probably a good thing, because talking is not your strong suit. Gosh, I had to ramble on for hours, didn't I? Do you remember any of that?
I remember you making me promise not to die.
Man of your word. One of the things I love about you the most. I think it's probably a good thing that all that happened, you know, because, I don't know, and maybe we wouldn't be where we are now, and we wouldn't have been able to get past all the wrong that happened before. Here I go again, I'm rambling. Jason, I think I kind of do that in situations like this. It just get a little crazy,
You're right,
you know?
You're right about Mexico. It wasn't worth getting shot because we found our way back together. I was calling Robin.
Did she answer?
It was her voicemail.
Were you still leaving a message when you ran into Johnny?
I got off the phone. I turned around. Johnny's got his gun pointed at me. I guess that doesn't help you much.
No. You're doing fine.
I can't believe you're getting me to remember anything at this point.
No, sometimes it's just a question that jogs your memory. But look, let's keep going. You're facing off with Johnny. He's got the gun on you. How did you manage to fire first?
He looked away for a split second, which gave me enough time to take my gun out and shoot him.
So something distracted him. Did you see anyone around when you left?
I checked, yeah. It was empty. The street was empty. I put the gun away and I went home.
What about Johnny's gun?
It was an automatic. You know, we can't miss that.
I didn't mean not to find that.
I'll tell you how. Johnny probably ditched the gun before the paramedics got there.
The only place he could have ditched it was in a storm drain. That would have been 10 feet at least from where he was lying down. He would have crawled over there and left a trail of blood. How do you know? Do you know for sure that he had the gun in his hand when he left?
Don't you answer that. Are you serious? Do you not know better than to question my client without his counsel present? Do you need a refresher course in Miranda versus Arizona? Okay, you ready? Here we go.
Diane, you don't understand what's going on here.
Maybe I should just skip straight to the lawsuit I'm going to slap on this department for infringing upon my client's civil liberties.
Okay, he's trying to help because he believes that I shot Johnny in self-defense.
You just keep talking. And you can kiss those nice Italian silk suits goodbye. Because from now on, it's just going to be a drab poly cotton blend. I would very much like to talk to my client privately.
No, Dante's going to stay.
It's okay.
No, you don't have to go. Why do you have to go?
You gave me enough to go.
Have I taught you nothing? Rule number 1, I do the talking. Rule number 2, when in doubt, refer to rule number 1.
He believes me.
He's gonna say anything to shore up the case that Claire Walsh is building against you. He's a cop. That's
And
his
he's also
job.
my son. I'll
He's
tell
the
you that.
son that you shot in the chest, point blank. Does any of this sound familiar, Sonny? Johnny Zakara is barely clinging to life after being inflicted with the same wound that you inflicted on Dante. Dante is going to be Claire Walsh's star witness. It is this misplaced trust that you give to everybody that is going to land you in Pentonville for life without the possibility of parole.
How's the boat ride around the stars sound?
I did not hear you walk up, obviously.
You know, method actor, just getting into spy mode.
I don't think that spies drink beer, do they? I feel like they didn't draw martinis or shots of tequila. Things
No,
like that.
this spy drinks beer. Yeah, and that's not changing no matter how much they're paying me. Now, I could order up some champagne if there was something to celebrate. Or not. Hey, can you grab some glasses for the boat ride? And no, forget it. No, that actually makes no sense because you can't pour while you're paddling your canoe. Forget it.
Canoe.
Yeah, residual method acting from when I did the remake of Drums Along the Mohawk last year.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
How about if you stop acting?
Okay.
And I'll spend the rest of this trip with the real Murphy Sinclair.
I'm not really sure who that is half the time, so.
You're sure. He's the little boy who would rather go catch a fish in Montana than have his photo taken.
And you know, that little boy needs a stable woman to help maintain that balance. What do you say? Not the yes I was looking for. It's all right. You know, when I came out, you had the saddest look on your face. What were you thinking about?